Guruji told that man keeps repeating births after births. So is that recurrence not necessary to get rebirth? If not, then when does transcendence happen from it? And can't the Guru or the scriptures help in that? Please tell. Life repeats itself infinitely. This can be useful as it brings maturity, but it also holds danger because it can lead to stagnation. When you go through the same experience again, two outcomes are possible. You might learn more about it, or you might grow indifferent, knowing less each time. Both possibilities exist. For example, you hardly notice the tree outside your house anymore because you've seen it so often that it no longer catches your attention. The same happens with relationships. A husband and wife may stop truly seeing each other after living together for decades. The excitement of discovery fades with familiarity, and a stranger walking by might catch your eye more easily. When someone new crosses your path, they stand out because they are unknown. Familiarity, however, often leads to blindness. If you try to visualize your mother's face with your eyes closed, you may find it difficult. You might remember the face of a movie star more clearly. Your mother's face, seen so often and so closely, becomes hard to grasp in detail. Familiarity breeds unfamiliarity. In this endless cycle of life, as you go through the same experiences repeatedly, you have two choices. The freedom to decide what you do with these experiences is yours. You might become completely mechanical, like many of us do, repeating the same actions every day. You may get angry today, just as you did yesterday, last year, or even many years ago. If you kept a record of your life, you'd see how often you've been angry and how often you've regretted it afterward. Yet, despite your regrets, you continue to get angry, forming a pattern, a routine. After seeing someone get angry a few times, you could predict their reactions. You'd know what they would say in anger and what they would say afterward in regret. They might even vow never to get angry again, just as they have before, but it doesn't change anything. This pattern becomes rigid, like a system. However, if someone gets angry with awareness, each experience of anger helps them move closer to freeing themselves from it. But if someone is unconscious of their anger, each episode only deepens their unconsciousness. The repetitive nature of life offers both possibilities. How we use these experiences is up to us. Life offers opportunities, and what we do with them is our choice. A person can become more entrenched in anger, or they can recognize its futility and free themselves from it. A rigid person becomes more worldly, disconnected from spirituality. A conscious person, on the other hand, becomes more spiritual, experiencing a profound transformation. It all depends on how we choose to live. Life itself is not bound, it's an opportunity. How you respond to it depends on you. This freedom to choose reflects your soul's essence. It is the pride of having a soul, meaning you have the power to decide your actions. Interestingly, even after countless cycles of repetition, you can decide at any moment to break free from them. But the mind naturally follows the path of least resistance. If you spill water on the floor, it follows the easiest path, leaving a dry mark when it evaporates. If you spill water again, it will likely follow the same dry line because there's less resistance. This is similar to how our past actions create psychological imprints, or sanskars, which influence us to act in the same way repeatedly. These dry lines, or sanskars, don't force us to follow them, they simply present an option. The choice remains ours. If the water decides to flow in a new direction, it creates a new path, leaving a new dry line behind, a new sanskar. Dharma is a conscious decision to act differently than before. It's a deliberate choice to prevent the repetition of past mistakes. This understanding forms the basis of spiritual practice, or sadhana, and can be called yoga or whatever name we choose to give it.